Good morning. This is the Dial Virtual School Edgenuity webcast meeting for Wednesday, November 14th. We're just going to go ahead and dive in here. 1A, a reminder as always, make sure that you're checking on your students daily, if not every other day. Check their progress, check how many days they have been in their course. If they haven't been in their course for about 5 to 10 days, please reach out to them, their mentor, the district, and see what's going on, just to make sure that you're on top of it and they're not falling too far behind on their course and their assignments. Completions, make sure you email me the grade, the student name, the course name, and the percentage of what the student received in that course. Please email it to me, so then that way I can send it off to the district. So once you email it to me, I will get it sent off and the district will have it. Then you can turn around and put that on your voucher. You can turn your vouchers in on the 25th of every month, or you can turn your vouchers in every time a student completes a course. It is totally up to you how you want to do that. Also, I want to remind you about user groups. I just want to make sure everybody understands that when I enter a student into Edgenuity, I then will then turn around and add them to your user group. That way, when you guys log in and you filter it just to your user group, you will see all of your students that you have. Also, removing students from your user group. You guys will need to do that unless you email me and say, hey, can you update my student list in Edgenuity? Then I would more than likely and be happy to do that for you, not a problem. But you also can do that yourself, and I have showed you how to do that in the past. So if you have any questions with that, just know that in order to remove them, you will need to do that, or just contact me and I can do that for you. The new student login pages. These are going to be rolling out, I believe, in January. There was a webinar on this just like, I think yesterday. I wasn't able to get on at the time they had it. So I'm hoping that they send out that video so that I can watch that and I can send that off to you guys as well, so that you guys can watch it yourselves, just kind of see what the new look is going to be like. This obviously is not going to affect you, but just in a sense of if you want to go in and impersonate a student, I just want to let you know that's going to look a little bit different starting January. So you may need to kind of find yourself, find your way around it a little bit if you log in and it looks new. So just to update you on that. Also, the chat with tech support. I really am enjoying this feature. I have used this quite a few times now instead of calling. So they have this new feature down here, this help purple tab. If you click on this, it's going to pop up. You can either call them from here, you can live chat with them, or leave them a message. In the past, I've always called them because they have been pretty quick to answer, and they are very helpful and have had a lot of good results contacting tech support in different situations. But now, since they have this live chat, this is very super easy to use, and they are very quick to respond. If you know what's going on with the student, if there's something going on with the student, whether it's a video or I don't know, something not working properly, you can always click on that live chat, and then you will just write down here in your message what the situation is, and then click start chatting, and someone will pop up and help you answer your question for you. If you try to call, I have noticed that you are on the line for a good 10 to 15 minutes before anybody answers the phone. So now I think they're trying to resort more to this with the live chat and answering questions rather than on the phone. So I would recommend doing the live chat here feature when you are wanting to talk to somebody about tech support, whether it's a computer issue or video's not working, power speak, or something like that. So just remember this and reach out to them this way if you need to. Okay. 1B, this is just a reminder from the beginning of the year in September when we had our meeting. If a student does some work in a course, you will get paid unless they drop within that 2-week drop period. So if the student registers and they drop within that 1 week, you won't get paid even if they did some work. If the student is in the course, they have been in it for a couple months, and then let's say they withdraw, then since they did do some work, you will get paid for that student. So if you ever have any question about whether or not you get paid for a student, you can email me, but just wanted to make sure that was clear to all of you. 1C, core board meetings are the first Thursday after the first full week. So if you hand in your vouchers on the 25th of the month, I will get those submitted. Trina usually closes out bills like that first week of the month. The next month, so you will get paid that following month about the 10th of the month is when you will receive those payments. Unless the board meeting is moved back, then obviously it'll be a little bit later, but that's when you can expect your payment. 1D, we do have a website, dialsd.net. I've said this a couple other times already, but just want to make sure everybody knows and understands that's a good resource as far as information, what we teach, what courses we offer, different positions that we're looking for, job opportunities. So dialsd.net. 1E, student on IEPs. I wanted to put this on here because we've had a lot more students register this year that are on IEPs. So I want to kind of have a little bit, give you guys a little bit of information about how we're going to handle these type of students. I did find on Edgenuity a resource that kind of explains some things that Edgenuity offers for these for students with disabilities. If you go to their video training library, and I just kind of click on update here, this is going to pull up this right here, tools to support the special education population. And I believe I did email this to you guys, but if you click on the page, this is going to bring up a resource for educators looking for ideas on how to support students with individual needs. So this is what Edgenuity has to offer when it comes to students with IEPs. And some of the things that we can do, or I can do for a student that's on an IEP is there's a couple of things. We have always allowed save and exit on assessments, so that's never been a difference for any student. That's always a possibility. I always enable text-to-speech for a student as well as text-to translation. So anytime a student wants something read to them, they can do that within the student settings there. We can edit the course options for a student. The time limits for assessments, we can change those. So if a student feels like they want a little bit longer time on assessments, we can change those numbers. I'm not sure what the time allowed is for them now, but we can always change that. E-notes on assessments, that's something that we can add for a student on an IEP. So anytime a student is on an IEP, I'm always going to go in and check these boxes for them no matter what. So you guys don't need to tell me to do it. I'm going to just automatically do this as far as on the Edgenuity side. Take care of this right away when the student is enrolled. The quiz review method, questions and correct answers. Usually on the quizzes, students don't get the correct answers to the questions they get wrong. But with IEP students, they will. So I will always just mark that box where any question that they get wrong, they'll be able to see the correct answer. Also, customized courses. We have the option to customize any course. So if there's any parts of a lesson that you want me to take out for that student, or think that it's appropriate that they don't need to take it, then I can always go in and take it out. So please be thinking about that, just so that for those students on IEPs, that if the course is a little long, or if it's a part's too difficult, or whatever it may be, we can customize that for them. But I do need your guys' help on this part, because I don't know what parts the students are having trouble with, or what's going on. So you guys will need to communicate that with me as far as what you think needs to be taken out for that student. So those are things that we can do, that I can do on my end, that can help the student be a little bit more successful in these online courses. I know online courses are going to be, they're tougher, they're more rigorous than face-to-face. So so I want you to just kind of read over this if you can, because also the OLC students, we're getting more students with IEPs on that side as well. So I want to make sure that we have a good understanding with this. And I know I've talked with Carolyn Teo over at OLC, and she talked about possibly doing like a face-to-face meeting with the teacher, and they will reach out to us if that's going to be the case. But I do want to make sure that we're flexible with that and we allow that to happen, because I feel like that's what those students need. And I know sometimes it might be a phone call, sometimes it might be like a Zoom meeting or a GoToMeeting, sometimes it might just be through email. But we really need to make sure that we're communicating with those students and with their e-mentor, with that district that they're with, or whoever is the contact for their district. So yeah, we'll just need to kind of be on top of this here. If you guys have any questions about IEP students, how to handle it, just let me know. But this is a good page here to look through and read, so you know kind of what are some of the things that Edgenuity offers that supports those students. Okay. F. Nicole Reiner is now the head of the virtual school at the State Department. Deb Wolf was our director last year, but now she left and got a new job. So now Nicole Reiner has taken over her position. So she is the one to contact if you have any questions or want to contact the state on anything online related. G, Dial Virtual School Lister. I believe I put this on a while back ago about we created a lister so that teachers, as teachers and Dial Virtual School staff can come together and have a place where we can communicate a little bit better with each other. I feel like we do as teachers need to kind of come together a little bit more and have that conversation about whatever it may be. So this is a good resource and a good tool for us to use. So what you need to do is you need to go to your email. You need to create a new email. Let's go here. Go to new. You're going to type in list manager. Click on that. And then in the body, you're going to type subscribe Dial Virtual SCH. That's it. And then you're going to click send. And then you will get an email that will be generated back to you that says that you have been successfully added to this group and you are approved. So once that is the case, then you can discard this. I'll discard that. And then you can go onto to the 2 and just click on dial. And then this should pop up. And then that will click on that. And then you can email anything you want out to the virtual school staff. So please, if you have time, this takes just a few seconds to join. Karen and I will try to use this a little bit more and try to get conversations rolling. But I want to see us use this a little bit more. Okay, let's go back. Also, we have a Dial Virtual School Facebook page. I've posted about this, or I've talked about this a while back ago, not recently, but I want to bring it up again because I want to start using it a little bit more. I have not been using it very well in the past, so I apologize for that. But if you go to Facebook and you go to up here in the search bar, you go to Dial Virtual School. And you're going to click enter, you're gonna search for that. Oh, sorry, it's a little slow. You're gonna click on this first one up here, okay? And there is 2 accounts, but don't click on the second one, click on the first one. This is the newer one. You will have to be approved to join the group, and I will be able to do that for you. So once you get here, you're just gonna click on join, and then I will approve it and you will be part of the group. But you can see that we have posted things here in the past, but it's, you know, a lot of the stuff is, you know, stuff about teachers, maybe awards teachers have received, maybe different positions that we're looking for currently, you know, just a lot of different information. So this is another good tool and resource to use as to communicate with each other and just kind of let each other know what's going on in the Dial Virtual School world. So please join this Facebook page when you have time as well. All right. I will be gone November 15th through the 19th. I leave tomorrow and we'll be back Monday. I'll come back Monday, but I won't be in the office until Tuesday. So if you need anything, I will have my computer, so you can email me. I will check it periodically, but Karen will be in the office as well, so you can reach out to her too. Here's our other staff meeting dates. January 16th, March 13th will be a webcast just like this, and then May 22nd will be a live end of the year meeting. And that is all I have for you today. If you have any other questions, please reach out to us, Karen or I, and we'll be happy to help you. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas, since I will not see you, or you won't hear from me in December. I just want to hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a happy holidays. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.